Hello, welcome back to RC Projects and welcome to episode 9 of the Trail Project. This is my first set of beadlock wheels made from GMade. I'll be showing them in a minute. And first set of sort of proper competition tyres. These are Proline Hyrax tyres, 1.9s. So I'm going to quickly run down what you get sort of in the bag and then we'll get to building them. So these are the Proline Hyrax tyres, 1.9s. So you can actually reuse these bags. They're sealable, got a sealable top to them, so when you're done with the tyres you can keep them in there just to keep them nice and fresh. Proline recommends you do that, but because these are going to be sitting on the truck all the time, just throw this bag away. Whatever you do, I know this is going to be a bit weird, but whatever you do, do not smell the bag as soon as you open it. It smells horrible, that horrible plasticky rubber smell. It's just disgusting. Now they are a little bigger than stock. I'll be doing a bit of a size comparison later on with the original stock Axial wheels and tyres, but yeah, Proline Hyrax tyres, got awesome looking tread, looks really nice, really aggressive, loads of grip, really soft, and they do come with foams as well, so just a basic open cell foam. But yeah, look really nice. They're fairly cheap as well. They're about £19 for a set of 2. I got them from RCMart because it was cheaper to get them from there and ship them in rather than get them from the UK. Now these are the beadlock wheels from GMade. So they're the SR04 1.9s, and these are the uncoated steel ones. So you can get black, white and silver, but these are the uncoated ones, so when they come in contact with water or dirt or anything, they're going to start to rust and have sort of a bit of a scale look to them, which is what I wanted, and the colour actually looks really good against the truck anyway. So I'll quickly open these up, show you what you get. So these were really cheap. They're just basic stamped beadlock wheels, nothing too fancy, just stamped steel. I can't remember how much they were. I think they're about £15 for a set of 2, and obviously they're going to be a lot heavier than plastic because they're metal, so you're going to get a bit more weight lower down. But yeah, so the actual showy nice part, are kept in a separate bag just to keep them from the moisture in the air, to stop them rusting in the pack. So they're the fronts. These are the inner part of the tyre of the wheel that go into the tyre, and then these are the back side. And here we've got all the nuts and bolts, and one of the little sockets to actually tighten them up with. These are really simple to put together, really easy, and basic set of instructions just there. So I'm going to quickly run through these, how to put them together, and then we'll do a bit of a size comparison and a final reveal on the actual truck. GMade are nice enough to provide a little socket that fits on the end of your hex driver, and this actually attaches to the wheel nuts. They look like scale sort of wheel nuts, and that's your little driver for them, which is really nice of them. So what I recommend you do, because it sort of falls off, there's no magnetism there, I recommend you just put a bit of tape around there and just to keep that on, because it is really annoying when it falls off. You have to keep putting it back on, so just put a bit of tape around there, keep it stuck on. First step is obviously to assemble the wheel. So this is the one that goes right inside the tyre. I'm having this little orange dot facing out, so on the outer side of the wheel, and there's a deep section and there's a shallow section. So the shallow section is for the front, the stamped part of the wheel, and the deep section is for the rear, like that. So just get your orientation correct. Whichever way you want to do it is fine, because I don't think these wheels have got an inner and an outer part. The tread is the same across there, so I don't think there's actually a specific inside and outside of the tyre. So I'm just putting it this way, get them all the same. So you stuff that in there, make sure it's all even all the way around. So it's even all the way around. You want to put your back in. Now you need to line up the holes now, because having metal against rubber, you can't twist it around, so you need to line them up as best you can when you're putting both sides in. That's about right, just there. And then flip it around and put the face on. And then you want to get these big long black bolts and push them through. So yeah, the reason for doing this is you get two of the bolts in first, and you tighten those down all the way, and then you put those 4 in, take those out and replace them with the proper wheel nuts and bolts. So this is just the alignment method that they use. As long as you get that thread in there, you'll be alright. Yeah, that's gone through now. And with the hexagonal shape at the back, you don't have to worry about holding this down and keeping this tight, because it will just seat in there and then you just tighten the front, which is nice. So I'll get the other one in. Yep, there we go. So just start tightening them down. So once you've tightened them down a bit, just pull the edge of the tyre out just to set that bead into that groove. And this is where you can adjust it and make it look just right. Because once you tighten it down all the way, there's quite a high clamping force, and you don't want to have to take the wheel apart again just to set this bead right. So just pull it out, make sure it's even all the way around, and then you can start cranking it down properly. So just keep double checking as you tighten these down, and then just keep tightening them down and checking the bead all the way around, making sure it's even, making sure it's not sort of bulging out anywhere, and just keep checking that you're happy with it. But you can see it looks pretty damn good already. So I'm really happy with the choice of wheel and tyre here. Again, I'll do a size comparison when all four are done. I've done two already, this is just the other two. That bead is looking good all the way around, so I'm just going to crank these down all the way. They're tightened all the way. So double check that bead all the way around, make sure it's even and make sure it looks good. You can see it's bulged out a little bit just there. So I'm just going to undo it, push that in, and then tighten it back up. But the back looks good. So it's just bulging out a bit there, so I'll undo that and then tighten it back down. But yeah, that is basically how to set up, well, that's the first stage of setting up these beadlock wheels. They look pretty damn good. So yeah, once you've tightened those down all the way, you can get all the other four in. This is where you're going to need your other hex driver and socket. You can see I've just taped it on the end there just to stop it falling off. So I always put these nuts in first, hold the back of it and just push it through. Now because you've lined up the other two bolts, they should just go straight in, you won't have to worry about aligning anything. And just get those tightened down a little bit first, and try and do it concentrically as well, the best you can. So go opposite, so if you've done that one, go over to that one, and then that one, then that one, and then we'll move on to the next step. But yeah, to do those four, just do that one, that one, that one, that one. Just so you tighten it down evenly and you're not going to get any buckling or wobbling. So hold the back of the nut, screw the bolt in. So now you've got those four in there, looking pretty good, I have to say. You can actually crank those down all the way. So that's now holding those two together as well as those big black ones. So now switch your hex driver and take those ones out. But yeah, same principle, just replace those nuts and bolts that you've taken out with a new set, and just crank them down all the way. It is that simple. Just double check the tightness of all of them. See, that one wasn't quite tight enough. But there you go. One beadlock wheel, GMade SR04 with a Proline Hyrax tyre. Looking awesome, really cool, and a lot of weight there as well, which is good. So I'm going to quickly get the other one together and then we'll get them on the SCX10. So that is Proline Hyrax tyres on GMade SR04 beadlocks. Looking really, really nice. So yeah, I'm going to do a quick size comparison, then I'm going to get them on the SCX10 and see what it looks like. So we'll start by measuring the stock Axial wheel and tyre, so the Maxxis Trepador tyre and Walker Evans wheel. So I'll use my vernier here, so I'll zero it out, it's already there. We'll just go to the outer edge. That's roughly there. We've got 114 millimeters. So the new wheel and tyre. Shall I measure this? There you go, 120 millimeters. So that's a 6mm difference height wise, well, diameter wise. So we'll quickly do the width. So again, stock wheel and tyre, but really it's just the tyre that we're concerned about here. I'd say 39 millimeters. That's a good guess. Yeah, 39 millimeters. I'd say 44. So that's a 5mm difference. So all in all, we've got a 6mm diameter difference and a 5mm width difference, which is pretty cool. So a good size upgrade. So with more height, we've obviously got we've got a higher ride height altogether. So we're going to be fouling the pumpkins on the axles a lot less, and there's going to be a bit more ground clearance with the skid plate. And then with width, we've obviously got more traction side to side. We've got more traction altogether because we've got a bigger footprint on the ground, which is good. And the heavier tyre means we've got a lot more, we've got a lower centre of gravity, there's more weight lower down, which is going to help with rollovers. So yeah, decent size upgrade here, and side to side you can clearly see the difference. Just before I mount them up, just thought I'd let you know, 12mm hex fitting, so nothing to worry about there. You can get some beadlocks that have no sort of hex fitting there, they've just got the pin, they just direct fitment to the pin, but no, this is 12mm hex, so I want to keep your hexes on there. Same as the stock tyre. See, black you can never show on camera good decently anyway. But yeah, they look awesome. All mounted up, looking excellent, looking fantastic. Fortunately we can't use these plastic hub protectors that came with the stock Axial wheels because there's not enough thread coming out there. I think the actual thickness of the hex mount is a bit beefier, a bit thicker, so there's not enough thread poking out there to screw those on. So they can go in the spares section, spares box. But yeah, overall looking damn good, I have to say. So much better. So with the taller tyres, obviously got a bit more ground clearance than stock, which is always good. So we'll have to raise the body up a little bit, I think, simply because of the compression it's going to be hitting the body. So, but it looks absolutely awesome. So pleased with it, and it's a relatively cheap upgrade. All in all, it was about around £70. But yeah, looking absolutely awesome. Obviously got my product sponsor sort of section there on the bonnet. It's going to go all the way down with all the products I'm going to use all the way down there and all the way down there. So Orion, batteries, Tekin, got the motor system, Model Sport where I got most of the bits from. Got ProTech there, they're a shim manufacturer, and Proline for the tyres. So yeah, that looks awesome. And that is the very first upgrade on my Axial SCX10. Lots more to come, obviously. We've got new shocks on the way as well. The stock Icon shocks are more than terrible. Absolutely useless. So I've got some GMade shocks, GMade piggyback shocks with a true piggyback system on it, with a reservoir and everything. So I've got those to come. But yes, I'm ecstatic about the look of the truck now. GMade beadlocks and the Proline Hyrax tyres look awesome. So I've got, they're heavier, so I've got more weight low down, so I've got less risk of rolling over. They're wider, they're taller, they're just better in every way. So super impressed with those. Can't wait to get it out on the trail and test them out. But it just looks awesome. So yeah, that's been episode 9 of the trail project. Next up, probably be doing we've got some wheel wells as well, wheel arch covers for the inside, so you can't see all of the wires and empty space under there. So I'll be probably doing that next, and then we'll be on to the shocks. So lots to come for the SCX10. I hope you've enjoyed the video, hope it's been helpful for you, setting up your own beadlocks. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to check out the Facebook and Twitter pages, links are down below in the description box, and I shall see you next time. Bye.